All right, I'm back. I just ate some food and watched Cable Guy, and now we're gonna try and see where we end up with this thing. All right. So we got the chat panel here. It's outputting a response in JSON. That's not the greatest. Maybe wait. Huh. Oh wait, it's supposed to be like that. No, it's not. That's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong. Okay. So, yeah, I want to fix that. This looks like garbage. So we'll fix that. That doesn't even work. There's just so much extra stuff here. Um, okay. Yeah, I don't think we need this. Take the categories out and we'll take this out and make it cleaner because this is the workspace. So we have the chat, we have the workspace, and we're just going to go back and forth between these two and iterate until we lose our mind trying to learn how to do leak code. Cool. Like, here we go. That was OBS. Here we go. Yeah. Dashboard setup. Okay. Yeah, we can continue with this. I need the output of the response for Anthropic API to be parsed. It's returning JSON. Yeah, so in the prompt, it actually says to return JSON. That's part of how that works. Okay, see what we get now. We can take a look at this actually, it's kind of cool. Um, yeah, so right here we have our model. We're using 3.35. Uh, Max tokens 2000, the temperature is 0.7. I don't usually mess with this a whole lot. Um, I do tend to mess with the prompt quite a bit. Um, yeah, so there's like a lot of string interpolation that happens, so you can have more dynamic responses come up. And that's pretty much the coolest thing about all this when you boil it down. Um, or else you could just go to ChatGPT, like, but to be able to have it more uh, dynamic with the string interpolation, um, with the context, that's pretty damn powerful. So, yeah, this is what we got. Uh, let's see. Generate. You were a coding interview tutor. Generate a coding problem based on the user's request. Okay. Return all. So yeah, you put a lot of the constraints in there, and then use this exact structure. So you give a content example. You're a coding tutor. The user is working on a coding problem and needs guidance. Yeah. Current problem context. Current problem context. Yeah. And then, yeah, more helper functions over here. So we're going to extract the JSON. from the response. Yeah, and then this is where it parses. Right? Response content. Yeah. Yeah, you can trip out on that all you want. Okay, so we'll go to route, we'll apply it, and then we'll try it. Cool. How to do it. So it gave us this new type, record, which is a string and unknown or null. Sure. Um, okay. Oh, hell yeah, fireworks still. Cool. Let's give it a shot. Hey, I'm your AI coding tutor. Oh, this is cool. So I guess at some point in the evolution of all this, it actually generated these yeah, these little pre-made prompts. Oh, it broke. Damn, straight up broke on me. Generate. So that's shitty. I mean, I didn't even ask for that. What the fuck's going on there? I get nothing. Oh, I mean, that's what it should have done, but something in the front end's all fucked up. Cool. This is a mess and is bothering the shit out of me. So we're gonna fix that and come back to the chat panel and get that better here in a little bit. So, yeah, here we go. Well, actually, um, at least test it and see if it parses it right. Hey, that looks pretty good. Here's a template to get you started. Yeah, FizzBuzz input. Yeah. Oh, I will be giving this a try eventually. Cool. So that somewhat works. So we are going to fix this side of things now. Uh, okay, so what I would like to do is do the damn deal. It's the only time my spelling really matters. What do we do? Uh, okay. And then something that I've been doing that is actually kind of funny is so like what I'm about to do is only if like you're the only person working on the code structure or you're like the top dog on it and it doesn't matter if you're like forcing pushes and like doing hard resets because that's basically what I'm about to do. I just saved all this to dashboard setup branch and I'm now going to merge this into main and this version will now go ahead of main and replace what's in main right now. And then I will create a new branch for the next feature we're going to work on. And that's how I kind of cycle and update my code. Um, the really funny thing though is I go to ChatGPT and I have this ongoing chat where I basically like have created this like GitHub assistant that I just started talking to like I was Exhibit. So everything I say is like, "What's up, dog?" And like I have like endless amounts of me in this like what has evolved into a chat GPT like GitHub assistant because I just am basically gonna bring in a lot of this and tell them to give me the commands, and it's just hilarious. Like, hold on, let me give you an example. So, and maybe this is just me, but I don't know. This shit is like pretty damn funny to me. Okay, so we're gonna copy this, and then I'll come over here and I'll bring this in. Okay, and like, yeah, so like if you can tell, like it gives me like the most like hype. It gives me the most like hype command prompts. So like here we go. I'll give you an example. So we'll do this, and then like I just try and make it as cheesy as possible, like straight out of like Exhibit, like MTV Pimp My Ride, like 2005. I don't know. All right, check this out. Hey, yo, what up? It's time to do the damn deal, Charlie. Let's get this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Oh, Big Dog Charlie reporting for duty. Hey, we got that fresh push on dashboard setup. All right, my dude, here's the damn deal. Nice and crispy. I mean, this shit's just funny as fuck to me. I'm sorry. That's just funny. Um, yeah, hold on. Let's see. That's the whole damn deal. Milestone locked. Main branch sync tags in place. No feature left behind. Charlie's wagon and ready for the next one. Let's get it, big dog. Dude, Charlie's got me so hyped. All right, here we go. Yeah, so uh, yeah, what we want to do is merge and then we want to tag it. So here we go. We're going to go back to main and hold on a second. Dude, Charlie woke me up. I was like kind of fading, and then Big Dog Charlie got me going. Okay, cool. So we're in dashboard setup here. Now we're this, git checkout main. Cool. We'll go back, bring this over, hard reset, bring this over. Here you go. And then we will do a tag. And then I know you fools are looking at this. There ain't nothing there. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. So now we updated main and we can make a new branch to continue on with our features. Um, thank you, Big Dog Charlie. Uh, cool. Let's get a new thing going here. Let me revisit what we're doing because I kind of forgot already. So we're AI tutors, cool. Good enough for now. And then this just needs to get figured out. Okay. I mean, my thought process is basically when this was built, it wasn't thinking about an AI generation for creating the problems and how we're gonna have it kind of iterate back and forth. Pretty similar to how we do in Cursor um, already, where basically we're going from terminal to chat panel or file to chat panel or like everything's always bouncing back to the chat panel. Those are the kind of the one to many relationships that you got to balance here. So yeah, let's get this thing started. Let's do a branch. So git checkout dash B. What are we gonna do? Redesign. Code editor. Okay. Yeah, definitely I want to add the tutor. Is this the only route we have? Yes, okay. I don't think we need, like some of this stuff we probably just don't even need anymore. Tutor chat might be the only one. Question sidebar. Editor detail sidebar. Okay, yeah, these are the three that are not the greatest. Okay. Um, wait. Oh man, lost it. Okay. Question. Yes. Question sidebar and code editor. They should all be there now. Okay. And now. We'll add that too. What else? That's not necessary anymore. That's probably not necessary anymore. This might be. What the fuck is this even doing? So I live in Hollywood. That's why you'll constantly hear noise out my window. And it's 4th of July weekend. And people just are rambunctious this weekend, shooting off fireworks all night. Cool. So, okay. Yeah, let's get this party started. Um, Real simple. I need to redo the layout for the main section of the dashboard. Simplify this so I can write code and have what else do I need? I want to be able to write the code. The chat panel is on the right. Yeah, basically, I just want a big blank page to like be able to just type shit. Um, yeah, the chat panel um, on the side, collapsible. See what that gets us. Are we having fun yet? Hell yeah. You can hear some fireworks going. One day I'll leave the house. Okay. Dude, this thing just Shit the bed so hard. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess what I was asking was pretty reductionist. Okay, let's see. Page dashboard. Is that okay, so cool. Let's see what happens. Okay. I mean, that's I guess something. What do we have here? That's tight. I ain't mad at that. Little slide out is cool. This is not very functional. Okay. So it's bringing in the hard-coded questions still, but really what I want is to generate here, have it, yeah, that's what I was picturing. I couldn't remember what I wanted up top. I want it basically, the the setup is we generate here, we converse here, um, the work is here, but I still want to be able to see the question. So this has to correspond to this, and then everything I do here has to have contextual reference in the chat panel. Okay, okay. It's kind of unveiling itself. That's cool. Okay, arrays. I mean, are these all maximum subarray? So it is changing it based on linked list. That's cool. Okay. Chat panel. Okay, given a string that has stimulars. So this isn't updating there. Okay. What is that? Interesting. Okay. Start learning. Okay, cool. Well, let's clean this up. Keep going to OBS on accident. Cool. mm, okay. Okay. Cool. Absolute in says 0. Output is now collapsible and doesn't take up space when you remove unnecessary spacing. Okay. That didn't error. That's cool. It's been really helpful and not bugging out too much right now. Okay. Let's see what that gets us. That looks a lot nicer. Okay. Cool. Huh. And then this comes here. Okay. Let's just for fun. Let's just see what happens. let's break down. First, let's understand what we need to do. We need to find two different numbers in the array that add up to the target. We need to return their indices. Let me ask you a few questions. How about you start? If you were doing this manually, see, this is tight. Okay, this is what I wanted. Would you like to try implementing a solution based on your thought process? Okay, okay, cool. So, just out of curiosity, if I run it, what happens? This is a demo. Okay, so it's not going to be able to run it yet. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to do that. I mean, ChatGPT or Claude, I mean, is going to have the answer. So really, this when I run the code, it's really just verifying or uh, re-inputting back to the chat. So okay, yeah, because I didn't want to have to like do a built-in like stripped down monitor or terminal. Uh, okay, so yeah, a couple things to fix. Still not the nicest looking thing. Um, hmm, hmm. This is kind of just what I do. I just play with it and think about it. And I'm just trying to create a like a priority list of like what is bothering me the most and what would be the easiest to fix. And whatever hits that cross section is what I usually end up going with next. Okay, so AI tutor's cool. Okay, I want to be able to run the code and have it respond back in here. That's what we need to do. Okay. Okay, here we are. Okay, cool. So let's continue. Yeah, this is not that much stuff. Okay, cool. I need to be able to submit my code editor text that I write into the chat panel when I say run the code. We don't need to label it that way because we ain't actually running it technically. We aren't running the code. We are asking the Claude API. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm pretty sure I don't need these anymore. Yeah, or this or this. Anytime I can remove unneeded files, that's the way. I want this to be the least amount of code to do the most amount of work. That's my goal. A reductionist design perspective. All right. Okay, I run get feedback. It auto opens the chat. That's cool. Code is sent to the API. And it improved UX. The chat shows submitted code in a formatted way. State management, proper loading stays between communication between the components. Cool. It'll auto open, submit your code, display the code submission in chat, return detailed feedback. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Let's take a glance at what it's actually doing now. Okay, I want to see the actual, yeah, the functions. I was going to make a TypeScript version of this too, but my first language is Python, so I figured if I was going to practice leet code, I might as well do it in the language I kind of originally learned and think about this stuff in. Um, okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh, cool. Okay, wait. I don't know if it was supposed to print that because that's something from the bottom. That's interesting. Huh, it glitched out. Let's see what we get. Hold on, what was that? Yeah, okay, interesting. It, this printed bad. That's interesting. Okay, code editor. I've never seen it do that. What did it actually bring in? Okay, that was interesting. Okay. Yeah, it rendered wrong. It combined the files. That was trippy. Never seen that. And we got 6 problems. What do we got? Okay, got some unused stuff. Declared and never read. Yeah, okay, cool. So, and then we got some stuff like this. This is actually easy. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So let's bring this over. Yeah. I'm just assuming that it's aware of the code that it's on to be able to know what to fix. I mean, obviously the path is right here too, but yeah, I probably didn't need to actually burn AI for that. And then there's a use state that's not getting used. Whoa. Okay, cool. Let's see if that works. Okay. Yeah, get feedback, reset. Cool. So if I plug in this, let's, okay, let's try two things. Let's see if it says this is correct because this is correct. And then let's make an error in it and see if it catches it. And component is not a function. What do we got here? This doesn't tell me anything. But now it works. Oh, wait, did I not like, oh, I don't think I refreshed. Okay. And hold on. Okay, cool. Is not is instance. Okay. This is pretty cool. Dude, they get it's yeah, okay. Damn, I'm in for a ride if this is what it if this is what it can do. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's uh let's reset and then see what happens if we make a mess of it. Let's let's change this to an addition. And does it okay. See if it identifies the complement variable as wrong. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. So that's pretty close. It's pretty cool. I mean, what, we made this in like an hour or no, like a little like 2 hours. Yeah, I don't need this. We'll figure out something better for that. Yeah. Okay. So that's closer. There we go. Oh, keep going to OBS. Sorry, I'm really new at this. Um, and I'd be amazed if anybody's actually watching this. So, yeah, save that. Cool. Um, I think the two things I'm curious about next are, yeah, creating some kind of like pre-made kind of yeah, general problems. Yeah, that are like kind of close to this. Okay, actually, I think I want to extract that out of the chat panel and turn it into like a left side panel or another place for it. Because I like the idea of having like sections for different types of problems that aren't just like easy, medium, hard. They're more specific, like 2D arrays. Um, yeah, like while loops, for loops. Uh, yeah, dictionaries, arrays, um, all that. Probably like six or so. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. That's exactly what I, that's pretty much what I wanted. Um, wow, okay, okay. AI tutor. Yeah, where I've generated a new medium problem about arrays, minimum operations. I don't see it anywhere. Let's see if it'll print it now. Okay, so it thought it's, yeah, that's not gonna be what we want. Um, let's just do that. Kind of quiet. It's nice. I was thinking about adding background music to this, but I don't know. I don't usually code to music because I can't really think and hear music in the background. I'd rather hear motorcycles and car alarms and fireworks. Um, yeah, this is a long file. I'm gonna have to break this apart. Okay. Stack problem generator using okay. Problem generators. I'm like reading this thing in reverse. Okay. Ew. What does that do? Oh, cool. That didn't apply shit. Okay. Maximum product subarray pairs. Two sums. It changed it here. That's kind of cool. Okay. So, didn't change it out there though. Hmm. Oh, wait. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Well, that's the problem. It needs to be blank by default, not use the. Okay, so we need to take out the old code. Hold on. We need to take out the hard-coded questions that we started at the top because it's AI code and it'll just fucking bloat your project out the gate. So we need to go back and take that out because we don't need the dummy data or the mock questions anymore. And then oh, I just lost my train of thought. And then we need to have a blank canvas. I don't need it to have like a default question in there, like two sums every time it opens. Okay, so when you take out the hard code questions and have the editor be blank. Yeah, let's try that. Hello. Sometimes you gotta wait. Very rarely do I actually stop the generating. Eventually it does go through. Because if you stop it and start it again, it's, I don't know, it seems kind of like a way to break some shit. Okay. It sounds like it might have. The editor will be completely blank. The header will show the welcome message. Users must use AI Tutor to generate the questions. Generated questions will populate the editor with proper starter code. The editor can still be used for any Python code, even without a problem. Okay, so this thing's so damn smart. Okay. Now I'll update the files to remove the hard-coded questions and make the editor start blank. Okay, so it's literally just a blank, just an array. Okay. I mean, is that even still being used? But okay. Sure. Let's go down to here in the dashboard, and what do we get? It's not assignable to the question. No, it's not assignable to type question in code editor. The expected type comes from a property question, which is declared on type. Intrinsic attributes in code editor props. Okay. We'll come back to that. Code editor. I wonder if it'll get fixed now. It did not. And it added this one. It's not being used. Okay. Okay. This one isn't being used. Didn't like that. Okay. I don't know this file well enough to just. This is what it's for. Yeah, so going from the debugging to the chat and then applying it back, that's kind of the power of this whole thing. And honestly, the better that these LLMs get, the less you're having to do it. Also, the UX that Cursor's getting is actually becoming much more refined, so you can do these debugging cycles really, really fast. It might give us more. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, okay, cool. So then, okay, cool. Remove the unused functions, update tutor chat props. Okay. Damn. Some fireworks. Oh no, it's a car. Okay. Somebody's screaming too. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's restart the server. I guess there's no server. Let's restart the terminal. Yeah, let's see what we got. Look at that. We're getting somewhere now. So, come to AI Tutor, and I want an array problem. Cool. Let me see what it gave us. Minimum operations to balance array. Give it an array of integers, nums. Okay, cool. All right. I kind of make sure. Fuck yeah. Look at that beautiful fucking Python problem just waiting to be solved. This is pretty legit, dude. I ain't mad at this. This is a lot cleaner than I was picturing in my head. Um, yeah, this is tight. Apply to editor. I just don't like emojis. I gotta take that out. There you go. That'll make me happy. There you go. Apply to editor. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Okay, what is this? Cool, it gives me a hint. Huh, this is sick. Okay. So since it's already giving me the responses, um, I wanted to add Vappy to be able to just talk to it like a human, because that would be a trip. I used to like have tutors that would like walk me through this stuff, and I wanted to kind of emulate that. And I'm damn certain that I could do it with Vappy. So yeah, this will be cool. This is coming together. Not bad for like 3 hours. Cool. Let's okay. Kojitsu. Kojitsu. This is still hideous, but whatever. This is the game. This still looks weird. I mean, I guess because this will be open, maybe it makes sense to have it. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come back to the styling of this. Yeah, I don't need this. Hmm. What throws it off is that you're typing way over here. That just feels odd. You know what? Let's just see what happens. God, I can't. Okay, there we go. Get status. Get add. Get status. Get commit. Dash m. So I don't need it. I don't need this. I mean, I can just take that out. Why not? You don't need this. See, but I don't need the ternary like that. Hold on. Yeah, I know I can technically just do this. Hold on. Oh, it's actually deeper in there. Ha 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 ha. Uh-oh. Oh. No, I don't want any of that. Didn't I fucking do that? It glitched on me? Okay, cool. Now we're cleaning up a bit. Okay, so get feedback and clear can come up here. Okay, cool. Redo the layout now that we have the in simple form. Put the buttons in the same container row at the top. Uh, Center the editor better. I don't like how it's so uh, left aligned. See what happens. Okay. There's a broken on click. God knows what's going on here. Okay, there's all kind of unused things going on. Why it's giving me so many unused functions? Okay, well, let's see what that does. That looks cool. That's way cooler. This is probably gonna look like shit now. Ah, I don't mind it. I kind of like it actually. It's kind of janky, but whatever. That's kind of cool. Maybe that's cool. I don't know. It moves it for you. I don't know. I guess in a perfect world it wouldn't, but I don't know what else you would do. Maybe it would overlap just a little bit. It's definitely not an open AI tutor. That's interesting. None of the code has been generated by OpenAI at all, so I don't understand why. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, AI tutor. Here we go. Let's do some dynamic programming. Kill ourselves. Okay, cool. It's in there. We're given a grid of n by n integers. God, this is going to be a tough one. Give me a hint. This is pretty cool. Okay. This is okay, so we get that. Let's see what happens. Hmm. Yep, man. So it broke. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so yeah, it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Interesting. Okay, so um one, I gotta try this again. One. So I think once it applies the code, it's losing its ability to be dynamic typed into. Okay, so we're here. We're still good. Okay. Okay. And yeah, now it breaks. Okay. Do anything in the nada. Okay. Okay. Um, when I apply the question to the editor, it makes the state can't type or edit. Probably because there's 5 problems. Oh, just sitting in the dark watching the AI print TypeScript. This is what we do. It's who we are. I just think it's so cool how fast you can go from a random idea to an actual tangible application. This is such a creative outlet. Um, okay, code editor added more. That's fun. Actually, let me provide a clearance. Why wouldn't you have just done that in the first place? And that didn't even do it. Yeah, this thing's bugging. And literally none of that worked. Okay. I mean, is that not needed, right? And then I'm guessing these aren't needed. And that's not needed. Okay. What else do we got? On code submit is declared but never read. Okay. Cool. And then this is the one that is a little more in depth. Okay. Let's see what we get. Hard refresh. Okay. Um, so we can type. Okay, cool. Start coding. Okay. Uh, that's all well and good, but you lost my. Yeah. So now we're back. We went back a couple steps. Yeah, the time's actually right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's test this a little bit. So do this. Bring it in. Bring it over here. Let's do in range. I was thinking about just changing one of the links to range. Um, okay. Let's just get feedback. Let's see what it does. Set. That's sick. Okay, fuck yeah. It brought it over. I bet you there's people that are really not going to want to see this in white. I'm probably going to make this not so killer on the eyes. Okay. Huh. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Um, yeah. Let's reset. Cool. Hi chat. You just clear it if you want. Yeah, why not? Clear it if you want right there. Okay. So, um, oh, what to do? Whew. Yeah. Let's uh let's save this. Mm, oh, okay, cool. Um, let's let's visit Big Dog Charlie real quick. That'll wake me up because I want to do the Vappy thing next because that'll be pretty cool. Because we got the text now, so the next thing to do would be to just add the speech to text um, and the Vappy API, so we can just feed the responses we're getting to Vappy, and then that API will handle all the conversational processing. And it'll be like we have a human there teaching us how to do dynamic programming. Okay, so let's visit the old big dog. Here we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, big dog, let's get this shit. You know what to do. You know what time it is. Come on, let's get this shit. Yeah. Big dog Charlie in the house. Hell yeah. Hey. He talks like a fuck boy. It's amazing. We're over here talking like Exhibit. Hey, the redesigned code editor. Branch has got that sweet chat panel to editor flow commit. You know the whole damn deal is ready for you, big dog. Here's your perfect push and lock routine. Dude, this thing rules. Charlie, big dog Charlie's the man. Okay, so this is what we do. Of course, you don't have to actually copy and paste this, but I don't know. I like to do it this way. I really, honestly, what it is I don't want to make a typo when I'm doing this because if I make a typo and somehow fuck it up or something, like that would be a mess. Like I'm not trying to like have a big miss like that. So sometimes I just would rather do it this way. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then I like to see the list. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Rad. Um, yeah. I'm gonna take a quick break and then come back and we'll do the VAPI integration, which will definitely bring this thing to life. I mean, it's already got a pulse, so uh, we'll see what happens.